that we're not playing games. In November, we're going to win. We're going to take it all back. And this is sending out the signal, just like in Iowa, just like in New Hampshire, just like the Virgin Islands. You know, they said, oh, she worked hard on the Virgin Islands. You know what? She got nothing. The real problem facing our country is not Joe Biden's decline. The real problem is that Joe Biden is causing America's decline. He's causing it. Who the hell would allow people to pour into our country? Who would allow this to happen? We built 561 miles of wall. We were ready to put up another 200, way over what I projected and said. We were going to put up another 200. Everything was done. It was all made. Fantastic people. Tom Homan, you know Tom Homan, the great Tom Homan? I think he's here someplace. Brandon Judd from Border Patrol. The people from ICE are represented. ICE, how about ICE? They walk into a pack of the toughest gangs. They just walk in. You don't see anything happening except fists are flying. And then 2 minutes later, you see them walk out carrying real thugs, dangerous people, people that kill young girls walking to school. They knife them. They use a knife, not a gun, because it's more painful. These are real bad people. And the job that ICE does, we took out thousands and thousands of MS-13, the toughest gang, right, Lieutenant Governor? The toughest gang in the world. We took out thousands of them. And ICE did it. ICE is very incredible, brave patriots, really, and they don't get treated with respect, just like our great police officers. They do not get treated with the kind of respect that they should get. In everything he does, crooked Joe Biden puts illegal aliens first. He puts Ukraine first. He puts China first. Well, he has to put China first. He gets paid off by China. The guy gets millions of dollars. He gets millions of dollars. Why the hell wouldn't he put him first? He's actually afraid because they'll reveal, because they know how much he really got. You know, Congress has done a good job, but it's many times, if they find that, it's a little bit like the border. When they say that so many people were screened, they don't talk about the millions of people that came through. They come through the border, millions of people, and nobody knows what's going on. What's happening there is so bad. But when you look at it, he puts all of these countries first. He puts Hamas first. He puts Hezbollah first. He puts the environmental maniacs first. And I'm all for the environment. Nobody is more for it than me. But they're trying to destroy our country. You know, China is now building a coal plant a week. And we're not building anything. We're not building anything. The windmills aren't working. The most expensive form of energy ever. Germany tried it. They wanted to go for windmills and solar. They would have been out of business in about 3 months. Can't fire up the big factories, can't do it. And you have clean, beautiful natural gas. You have clean coal. You have great things. We have more, by the way, we have more liquid gold under our feet, right? Mr. Congressman, great job you did. Great speech. Great speech, Michael. But they put everyone first except us. He puts America last, and he puts our workers last. He puts our safety last. We don't know. You know, the people coming into our country, many, many terrorists coming in. They just did this chart on one of the fake news stations. I couldn't believe it. This is real news. 2019, they showed that under Trump, there were no terrorists. We had all sorts of bans. We had bans on everything. We didn't like people. We didn't like countries. We didn't like what was happening in the country. We didn't let them in. But we had big bans, and we got approval through the Supreme Court of the United States. It was very controversial. But we never had a terrorist attack during the 4 years that I was president, and we won't again. We won't again. Won't happen. You know, I wanted to talk about that so badly during my term. I said, you know, it's 2.5 years, 3 years, 3.5 years. I wanted to talk about it, Michael. I wanted to say, we never had a terrorist, but I didn't want to. I was afraid what might happen the next day. But we got through 4 years without an attack, and they knew they can't attack. They can't attack when Trump is president. Not going to happen. Because as your president, I put America first every single time, every day, and every night. But before we can defeat crooked Joe Biden this November, we first turn, and we have to, the page forever on America Last. He actually says, we've got to stop MAGA. Do you ever see him? Like, how about the scene where he had like the devil's colors behind him, right? And he's up there. Now, fortunately, he was stuttering badly, and he just